Hey everybody, Joel Pirate here. Time for something a little different. I've been watching my son play this game for years, and it's time I jump in. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I hope you will bear with me. I am a total noob at this, but after having watched him and a few others play this game, I'm comfortable that that I can not die on the first day. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to do this in career mode. You can play it sandbox or science or whatever. Sandbox, you just create whatever you want and fly it. Career mode is a little bit more in depth. Like it says here, in career mode, you have to manage all aspects of your space program. Funds, reputation, science are all active, and contracts are available at mission controls. So it's going to be Joe the Pirate. And let's pick a flag here. Let's see. Oh, there's all kinds of cool ones in there. Yeah, we'll go with the black flag. Why not, right? Okay. So, let's start this. A game that... I want to overwrite it? Yes, that was my old save. So, that was my screwing around save game. So I've learned a few of the controls in that. Right now we're starting off with 25,000 funds. This is our flight director, Gene Kerman. He's going to guide us through this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around. Hold the right mouse button to move the camera, or use the arrow keys. Right-click over Space Center facilities to view more about them, and left-click when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out training section on the main menu. Got it. Okay, so like he said here, we have the space plane hangar. We can do planes if we want to. We will. There are a few missions or a few contracts that require us to do planes, so we have that going. This is the astronaut building, living and recreational quarters. For all of our people. And see, you can upgrade these things when you get more time. Like on our vehicle assembly building here, we can upgrade this so when we are ready to head to the moon, we can build bigger rockets. And let's see here. This is the tracking station where we will track, obviously. And this is mission control. This is where we get our contracts and things. Let's see what we got here. This is the administration building. May not seem like a very exciting place at first, but here is where all our strategic decisions are made. Okay. What do we got here? And this is the research and development. Okay. So the biggest thing about this is science. Okay, I'll have to turn down voices, but we'll get to that. This is where we collect our contracts and our missions. So the first thing we want to do is we want to launch our first vessel. Escape the atmosphere if we can. We probably won't with our first one, so I'm not even going to bother try. Okay, and then we want to gather scientific data, so we definitely, we want to do that, and we're going to want to launch our first vessel. So that's our 2 contracts. We have plenty of time to do these, like 3 game days. Oh, he is loud. I'll fix that. So yeah. So let's get out of here. Nope, get out of there. Oh, up here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to build our first spacecraft. And this is Werner von Kerman, our chief rocket engineer. He's a rocket scientist. This is the vehicle assembly building. Here is where we will build spacecraft, later roll them out to the launch pad for flight. Here are all of our components to build spaceships and things. And let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need a command. Hello. There we go. We're going to need a command pod. Okay. Let's see here. We need... What do we got? Utilities. Yes, we need a parachute. So let's stick that up on top of there. Science. Okay, mystery goo containers. We're definitely gonna want some of these. And let's see here. No, is it S for symmetry? Here, let's just go down here and click symmetry mode. Let's drag that up. And no. There we go. That's what I want. Stick a couple of those on there, and then what that's going to allow us to do is we'll have two different little experiments here. Since we want science, that is a big thing. All right, so we're going to need a fuel tank. Have we no fuel tanks? We have no fuel tanks. Solid fuel booster. That will do for our first flight. Gimme. Okay. So that should be our first vessel. That's really all we need. Let's head on out to the launch pad and get this first mission underway. Okay. Let's bring down our throttle a little bit here because we're not ready to quite launch yet. So I want to take a look around here. There's our vehicle assembly building, which we just rolled out of. And here is our janky little gravel launch pad. And so what we're going to do, basically, like I said, our first thing is to launch a vehicle. So to do that, we're going to throttle up and launch. Woo! And we didn't get our staging right. So let's throttle that back. There we go. But we launched. I had my parachute and my rocket on the same stage. So I might redo this experiment just so we can have a successful... Of course, this is going to be successful too because we're not dead, you know? So we've got that going for us. Let's see. Can we bump up the time here a little bit? There we go. And I like this feature, this time warp. This is really helpful. This will... There we go. Helps us speed up through some of the boring stuff. And look, we went a whole 40 meters. That's fantastic. Okay. So, we still have to do science, so let's do this. And we'll keep that data. And this one here, we'll keep... Oop. Yep, we'll keep that data as well. So we've got some science going on. And I want to do a crew report for this guy. There's some science. Okay, and let's see here. Let's fall on the ground. That's what we'll do. We'll fall on the ground. Okay, get up, buddy. There we go. Now I want to do a crew report or an EVA report. No, I don't want to override it. Nope. You know what I think we'll do? I think we'll just recover the vessel and we'll get that first one in the books. And I want to try and get my staging going right. So we got 14 science. Let's see here. What else did we get? That's all we got? Yeah, he gained an XP. We didn't get any parts out of the deal. Okay, so next. Done. I think we're going to try that again. Let's try and get that staging right. Where is my... Yes. Nope. Actually, no. We don't want to do that. We do not want to fly it because we have no parachute now. So let's abort this flight. Let's see here. Where's my guy? Nope, we have no pilot either. So let's just recover the vessel. Okay. Hey, we got science from there too. Sweet. Okay, now we're up to 71,000 funds. Nice, and we got a bunch of new parts. What do we get? We got solid fuel boosters, propellants, solid fuel. Cool. All right. So let's try that again. I would really want to get a good flight under our belts here. And get the goo containers on there. Let's get a parachute back on that because that helped us out a lot last time. Let's get that guy again. Okay, and then staging, I definitely want to get, let's see here. I want a new stage, and I want the rocket down there. There we go. Okay, now we're ready for a successful first flight. I'll call that first one a test flight, if you will. So, just throttle up. Launch. There we go. Let's see what we can get for altitude here. There we go. Now, can I observe the mystery goo here? Keep that data. Yep. There we go. Got some... Oh, and we're still climbing. We are still climbing. I'm going to wait until she starts to level off, and then I will hit the parachute here. Okay, now we're starting to fall, so I'm going to deploy the parachute here. And can we... There we go. Let's try to bring her under control a little bit. Oh, she's going to tumble. Our center of gravity, our center mass is up at the top. All the weight is down at this end of it. So, and Jebediah is having a ball. He's just smiling and laughing and giggling. Nice shot there of the sun. Nice. Yeah, we're too nose heavy right now. Once the parachute opens here at about 500 meters, then the spacecraft will right itself. And there it went, and there we go. Hey, and we traveled quite a bit further this time, so there's a thing. All right, now did we collect all these? Did we collect all this? Let's reset the goo container. And reset the goo container. There we go. And we're almost down. You can see by our little shadow there. Perfect. All right, let's pop him out again. Okay, get up and walk. Get up and walk, buddy. EBA report. There's some good science. Oh, and he's too far away to grab that. So there's not much we can do about that. But that is, I'm going to call that a successful first flight. And I think we'll call that a successful first episode. So, many more missions to come. You guys, do me a favor. Let me know what you think in the comments there. Come on, Jebediah, work with me here, buddy. There we go. And I will see you guys on the next one. Please leave a like if you like, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, we're gonna go to space. See you, everybody.